Last time I was at Colossalcon, I was only there primarily for the guests. Because of this, I didn't really explore the con as a whole, and I gave a pretty bare bones review. I've returned for my second year at Colossalcon for another review of the convention. So what was my experience like at Colossalcon in 2017? Colossalcon is a large 4-day convention held at the beautiful Kalahari Resort and Convention Center in Sandusky, Ohio. This location was spectacular for Colossalcon. Other than the convention center, the Kalahari is home to an incredible water park, an arcade, bowling, ziplining, laser tag, a spa, an animal park, and so much more. You can have roommates who may not be interested in the convention at all, and they can still have a great time at this location. I also wanted to mention that Colossalcon is a huge party con with a crazy nightlife at the Kalahari. It's actually one of the biggest party cons out there in the Midwest. If you love to party it up at conventions, then Colossalcon is the con for you. The other thing I wanted to mention is that Colossalcon is a huge cosplay con. The outdoor areas of the Kalahari were flooded with incredible cosplay that really made my jaw drop. There were tons of cosplay photo shoots happening all over this area, and these were some of the largest photo shoots I have ever experienced at cons. If you go to cons primarily for cosplay photography and video, then Colossalcon is most definitely the con for you. As for the convention center itself, the layout was clean, simple, and was very easy to navigate. Colossalcon had very good use of signage, and there was never a moment where myself or my group felt lost. Crowding was also not an issue at the convention center. Unlike the Kalahari and the Wisconsin Dells, the convention center in Sandusky was much bigger and is capable of holding Colossalcon for a very long time. If you are heading out to the Kalahari for the first time, there are a few things you need to know. First is the parking. While the parking may be free at the Kalahari, trying to find a parking spot at this con was horrible. You really need to arrive as early as possible as the lots fill up very quickly. This is very important, especially to those who are staying at outside hotels. It was so bad that I even saw cars resorting to parking on the rocks or in the grass. There really isn't anything the con can do about this problem. It's something we all must deal with at this location. Secondly, I wanted to talk about the Kalahari's water park and why my Colossalcon cosplay music video did not have any water park footage. The water park drew several photographers and videographers at this convention. It was the most popular area for photo shoots and cosplay music videos. For several people, Colossalcon is considered the biggest cosplay pool party in the Midwest. Those who are staying at the Kalahari got a free water park pass with their hotel room, but if you were staying at outside hotels, you do need to pay to get into the water park. What really annoyed me about this was that those who wanted to go to the water park primarily to shoot video or take photos, with no intention of entering any of the attractions, still had to pay for a spectator pass. It was $20 a day, and it drew me away from going into the water park. What I wasn't aware of, however, and I was informed about this after the event, was that you can actually get a free guest pass for the water park for up to 15 minutes to do photo or video, and you can do this multiple times, something I will keep in mind when I return to this convention. Registration at Colossalcon went very fast. It was very impressive for such a large convention. We got our badges almost immediately when entering the convention center, whether we pre-registered for the con or if we were buying a badge at the door. Colossalcon doesn't offer any physical guidebooks, but instead, they directed everyone to download the event guide app and use their mobile schedule in its place. The mobile app worked very well for Colossalcon. I especially loved how the Kalahari had free Wi-Fi all over their venue. Because of this, the app worked very efficiently and completely justified going paperless for the event. Colossalcon had great organization from what I experienced, and they also had a very hard-working staff. The only real organization issue I had was the last-minute autograph pricing for the con's guests. Colossalcon pulled several hard-to-come-by guests for their event, but it came with a price. Some of them had charges for additional autographs and photographs with them. I didn't find it a problem that the guests were charging after their first autograph. In fact, I felt it was extremely fair for all attendees and a good lesson to not be greedy with getting autographs. But the real problem was how the con communicated the autograph pricing. Roughly 2 weeks before the event, Colossalcon made a sudden change with their autograph policy and had a new autograph pricing page on their website. This completely blindsided several people. Even worse, the new policies were very unclear during their autograph sessions, which resulted in a lot of confusion. Even some of the staff members were not entirely sure about Colossalcon's changes in their autograph policies. Moving forward, Colossalcon needs to be more sharp with communicating their autograph policies now that they are moving in the direction where the convention is inviting guests who may be charging for their autographs. If a guest were to have charges for autographs and photos, they should have that info as soon as they announce that guest. Colossalcon had more than just their water parks and photo shoots. It was a convention with a colossal amount of events to keep you busy for the weekend. Events including all the guest panels, concerts, karaoke, a BattleBots tournament, and they even had Mega Championship Wrestling, which is very unique for this convention. One area that wasn't so colossal at Colossalcon was their dealer's room. It just doesn't compare to other conventions of its size that offered far more than what Colossalcon offered. But that didn't mean it was a bad dealer's room. They still had a very good variety of anime merchandise despite being so small. And they also had a very nice artist alley with artwork that will definitely catch your eye. But if you were expecting Colossalcon to have a massive dealer's hall with so much to look and see compared to cons like Asen, Otakon, or Youmacon, you will very likely be disappointed in this area. But Colossalcon completely made up for it on Sunday with what they called their Otaku flea market. It was a huge swap meet where people could sell their anime and gaming merch. It took up 2 of the big rooms at the event, and it's by far the largest swap meet I have ever seen at an anime con. There was so much to look and see that it exceeded what the dealer's room offered. Be sure to bring tons of cash for the flea market alone. One of my friends who brought a lot of money for the flea market told me that he wished he could have brought more. Colossalcon had a very nice video game room full of excellent console and arcade gaming. While Colossalcon's console gaming was not the biggest setup I've seen, it was still great as is with several different tournaments going on for the whole weekend. But where Colossalcon truly shined was their arcade gaming hosted by Tokyo Attack. They had an excellent variety of unique arcade machines with some I've never seen before. And they also had Otaku Oasis, which included their popular UFO crane machine. Also, did I forget to mention that you can have a photo with Toothless the Dragon in the game room? Colossalcon hosted 2 incredible raves on Friday and Saturday night. As I mentioned previously, Colossalcon is a huge party con, and their raves reflected how big of a party Colossalcon truly was. The music was fantastic, and the DJs did an incredible job with their sets. I also really loved the use of lighting and effects. The energy from the 2 raves was so spectacular that it never died down. It truly felt like a party that just doesn't want to end. Colossalcon had an excellent year in 2017. It continues to reign as the definitive cosplay convention in the Midwest. It's without a doubt that Colossalcon is the ultimate getaway con to start your summer right. Colossalcon was a spectacular convention for photo shoots. No question here. It is among the best I have ever seen and is something you really need to see for yourself. Colossalcon also had tons of different events to keep you busy for the entire weekend. From all the panels to all of the concerts, as well as everything the Kalahari Resort offered, you'll never run out of things to do at Colossalcon. And I also love the Otaku flea market. I could have spent hundreds of dollars for this flea market alone. The selection they had was huge and truly was one area that made Colossalcon so unique. Other than Colossalcon's small dealer's room, I felt that Colossalcon should improve on giving us a more clear and detailed autograph policy. From the last-minute autograph pricing to the confusion with how the pricing affected the current autograph policy, I was very frustrated with autographs this year due to this problem, and I felt that Colossalcon needs a more revamped policy for next year. Colossalcon is a large-sized convention, and I felt that there's no limit with the amount of time it takes to get to this event. Colossalcon is a con I recommend to all cosplayers, photographers, videographers, and those who are ready to party it up. If you are one of these people and have never been to Colossalcon before, then do yourself a favor and head out to one of the best tropical getaway cons of 2017. I give Colossalcon 2017 an 8.5 out of 10. An excellent experience. Thank you all for watching my review of Colossalcon in 2017. If you like what you see here, subscribe to the PNV today for more con coverage, cosplay music videos, and more. Until then, I will see you at the next con.